Number 17, Braden Erickson. Number 18, Donovan Troutman. Number 19, Nathan Limer. Number 20, Carter Dick. Number 30, Brecken Horseman. And number 33, Colin McGill. Now here's your starting lineup for the Stewartville Tigers. Leading off and playing center field, number 7, Carter Miller. This afternoon starting shortstop and batting second, number 5, Reed Neubauer. This afternoon starting left fielder and batting third, number 10, Bo Betcher. This afternoon's cleanup hitter, and he's playing first base, number 24, Ben Limer. This afternoon's starting third baseman and batting fifth, number 3, Jace Klug. This afternoon starting catcher and batting sixth, number 12, Luke Hebel. This afternoon starting DH and batting seventh, number 21, Drew Jelinek. This afternoon starting second baseman and batting eighth, number 8, Jacob Anderson. This afternoon starting right fielder and batting ninth, number 15, Grayson Paulson. This afternoon starting pitcher, number 11, Alejandro Tapia. And Stewartville, most important positions on the team, Stewartville managers Dale Johnson and Braxton Erickson. Let's give those two a big hand. Without those, the team wouldn't be running. At this time, if you're able, I ask everybody to please stand and take your hats off for this afternoon's national anthem. All right, let's play ball. Good luck to both teams.
All right, we might be live. I have no idea. If you're watching here, you're watching on northfieldlive.com. We have had every single thing that could have possibly broken in this broadcast so far, so please bear with us. I'm Joey Hudson. Ian Stan will be joining me. AJ Reister, Lance Reister, you know everything. I don't even know if we're live. The internet wasn't even plugged in all the way because someone grabbed the wrong cord. So we'll see how this broadcast goes. Hopefully, I have no idea if anyone is able to watch. If you are watching, thank you. Spread the word that we are live. But it doesn't look like we're live and anyone can see us or load the broadcast because our website might also be broken because what isn't Huddle Production Truck is a joke. It's not showing up on the website.
What do you mean? Okay. Black box. Just call the game. Hopefully it's
On this? Yeah, it's not even showing up.
Alright. We're just gonna go. Just call the game like you're live. Just go on ahead like you're live.
Yep. You want to unmute me? Oh, okay. We're live here on NorthfieldLive.com, maybe. And leading off for our Northfield Raiders up against the Stewartville Tigers will be Jake Geiger. Geiger, the shortstop, of course, stepping in right in the batter's box.
The first inning for the Northfield Raiders, number 2, Jake Geiger.
Fuck it.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I don't think we're live. So, Jake Geiger to step in against the Stewartville starting pitcher. Okay, we are live. First pitch misses high. So according to some, we are. As the pitch on the way to Jake Geiger. My dad and my mom both said that we're live, so I'm going to go with that. 1-1 count to the Raiders shortstop.
Who knows? We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Pitch on the way. He swung on, foul, tipped in the catcher's glove, and out. 1-2 the count. But yeah, we had a lot of technical difficulties, so we're working through those as this broadcast is going on. 1-2 the count to Jake Geiger. Stewartville started out of the windup. Misses high. Two and two the count on the way to Geiger. Pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled back. 2-2 remains the count. Two and two the count on the way to the Raiders shortstop. Swung on, foul, tipped again. Two on the way to Geiger. Misses up and in. Full count. And the pitch on the way to Geiger. Misses up and in. Geiger draws a leadoff walk for the Raiders. As the Raiders have their first base runner of the game.
Now coming up to bat, number 5, Tegan Melgren.
Tegan Melgren stepping in now. Not sure who the Stewartville starting pitcher is.
Tapia.
Tapia. Hits the zone there against Melgren.
He had pitched against Northfield
Yeah.
the first time they played.
That's what I was thinking.
Kind of mowed him down a little bit.
He did. Very good start. As now he comes set 0-1 to Melgren. Shows bunt, pulls back inside. Catcher keeps Geiger honest. 1-1 the count. Tapia out of the stretch. He comes set. Slide step to the plate. Misses low. 2-1 the count. Two and one the count. Tapia comes set. Pick-off move to first. Not his A move.
We saw him do that the whole entire game. He definitely, I don't even think he has, that is his A move. I think we saw him do that the entire game.
There's an A move. So
Yeah, maybe he's just bluffing.
been bluffing for about a week against the Raiders. 2-1 the count to Jake Geiger. Or Tegan Melgren, excuse me. Geiger on first. Tapia comes set. Side steps to the plate. Strike in there. Two and two the count to Tegan Melgren. The pitch. Geiger takes off. Misses low. Throw down. Beats him there, and he is out. Raiders coming out flat-footed already as Jake Geiger is caught stealing there. It'll be a full count to Tegan Melgren now with one out, no one on. As Raiders just need to win one game today. If they win this game, it'll be it. If they lose, they'll play right after. If they just win one of those 2 games, they will advance to the state tournament. Full count on the way to Melgren. Swing and a miss. As a sail from the catcher to the third baseman after the strikeout sails into left field, Austin Kemp will step into the box. Another drop there by the Stewartville third baseman. As Austin Kemp will step into the box for the Raiders. Kemp in the semifinals, he hit a double to lead off the scoring for the Raiders, and not sure after that because I have no internet connection as the pitch misses up and into him.
Well, I'll tell you right here, actually.
Got the book for us.
Yeah, he led off with a double, struck out, and then flew out to right field the rest of the game. Went up to bat 5 times. But that crucial 2-run double.
As it's a 2-1 count now.
Helped lead the way for the Raiders in that 11-7 win against Stewartville.
2-1 on the way. Swung on, popped up. Can of corn for the center fielder, camped under in right center, who will make the catch. For out number 3, Raiders set down in order after getting picked off in the base path after leadoff walk. We're going to the bottom of the first. You're watching NorthfieldLive.com.
Automotive at Valley Auto House is a big supporter of Northfield activities, now offering 10% off service labor to Northfield Public School faculty. Valley Auto House is a full-service collision center, towing facility, and automotive repair shop, servicing all makes and models. We do everything from oil changes, brakes, and suspension to engine replacements. Valley Auto House is located at Highway 3 South in Northfield. Open 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, or find us at valleyautohouse.net. Go Raiders!
Northfield Retirement Community has received higher satisfaction ratings on Minnesota's Assisted Living Report Card when compared to other assisted living facilities across the state. These high ratings in the quality of resident life and family satisfaction come directly from residents and their families. Northfield Retirement Community offers a wide variety of housing and service options that are specifically designed to meet the physical, social, and spiritual needs of aging adults. Contact Northfield Retirement Community for more information at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
You just use the same guy every give you 110% effort.
Well, we're back here on NorthfieldLive.com as Tegan Melgren on the mound for the Northfield Raiders. Cam Kaiser isn't here today as Austin Kemp will move over to center field. Daniel Warden getting the start out in left field for the Raiders. Not sure why Cam isn't able to make it today, but Caleb Graw will start out in right field with Tegan Melgren coming down to pitch. And I'm assuming Caleb will hit, Daniel being DH'd for by Kyan Rauch. As Tegan Melgren, the lefty on the mound for the Northfield Raiders. We've already seen him once in this section playoffs. He did a really good job on the mound in the first round, throwing a complete game or at least close to it. As Jake Geiger is now coming out onto the field. This Raider team coming out very slow to start off this game.
Bottom of the first inning for the Tigers, number 7, Carter Miller.
As Carter Miller, the leadoff hitter for the Tigers, will step in. He hit a double to lead off the bottom of the first in the Raiders and Tigers' last matchup. Melgren kicks and fires to the plate and hits the zone for strike 1. Leadoff curveball. Oh, 0-1 the count. Melgren comes set. He kicks and fires to the plate and misses outside. 1-1 the count. 1-1 count. Melgren comes set, kicks and fires to the plate. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. The 1-2 pitch on the way from Melgren. Misses high. 2-2 the count. Two and two on the way from Melgren. Misses low in the dirt. Full count now. Full count to leadoff batter. Melgren comes set. As pitch lifted, ripped, would have been gone if it was fair, but it is well foul. Yeah, it was cooking there. Miller got a hold of the pitch. As full count again, Melgren kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Melgren sets him down with a strikeout. And it's out number 1 for the Raiders in the bottom of the first.
Now up to bat number 5, Reed Neubauer.
Reed Neubauer now the batter. Another right-hander coming up against the lefty starter. Pitch on the way to Neubauer. Finds a zone for strike 1. 0-1 on the way. In there. Strike 2. 0-2 the count. Melgren looking in on an 0-2 count. He comes set, kicks and fires. Curveball swung on, pop fly into shallow center field. Kept coming in, and he'll let it bounce. Walk towards it and lets it bounce up to him.
Now coming to bat, number 10, Bo Betcher.
Bo Betcher now the batter. Lefty on lefty coming up from the Stewartville 3-hole. Yeah. Melgren looking into Betcher now. With 1 out, he comes set. Kicks and fires. And finds the zone for strike 1. 0-1 the count. As Melgren looks in, comes set. Big lead off first, the kick and fire. Grounded, Chopper, Cahoon steps on the bag, throw down to second for the tag. Not attempted. Good smart play by Cahoon to swallow that one out. Take the out. And now the batter will be the cleanup hitter. Ben Loimer coming into the box with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. As Loimer digs in against the lefty, Melgren comes set, steps off the rubber, and readjusts himself, calls out Reister to make sure that they're clear on what the signs are, as the Raiders did have some troubles yesterday, or the last game, that making sure that they put a sequencing down so the runner on second base can't relay the signs down to the batter. Perfectly legal strategy for them to employ, but Raiders trying to eliminate that.
Yeah, Limer went 0 for 3. He did have a RBI, sac fly.
As the first pitch to him, will miss in the dirt. 1-0 the count. As Melgren will look in, he'll come set. Melgren kicks and fires to the plate. Misses outside, 2-0 the count. Big gap in right center. Gra playing more traditionally, kept shading towards left center. Warden basically playing on the line down there and left, as Raiders expecting a pull against Tegan Melgren. As he'll miss in the dirt, it'll be a 3-0 count. Melgren struggling to find the zone.
Really big block from Reister there. Probably saved him an extra base. For surely saved him an extra base, if not even a run.
Big backstop here. As that pitch finds the zone, 3-1 the count. The count with 2 outs. Runner on second base. Melgren comes set. Melgren will kick and fire to the plate, and he'll miss slow. Loimer does not bite on 3-1. As he'll draw the walk, and the next batter will come up to the plate.
Now coming up to bat, number 3, Jace Klug.
Jace Klug, the batter. Dig it in from the left-handed batter's box. Another lefty-lefty matchup. As Melgren comes set, Reeser setting up on the outside. Melgren misses. Pulls it into the dirt, and both runners will advance. Now 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. One and 2, 1-0 the count. Klug, the batter. Melgren coming set. 2 runners in scoring position. He will kick and fire to the plate and miss high. Two-0 the count. And Melgren, whoa, doesn't find the zone. Klug with a good layoff there on the inside pitch. 3-0 the count. Melgren kicks and fires in there. Strike 1 called. 3-1 the count. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Lefty-lefty matchup in the bottom of the first. We're still scoreless. Melgren looking to keep it that way. He'll come set against the lefty hitter. Kick and fire on a 3-1 count, and it's grounded low for the shortstop. Geiger charging it, throw on to first. Oh, gets by Cahoon. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. Klug gets to second base on a throwing error from Jake Geiger. He had to rush the throw. It was really slow coming out of the grass. Cahoon would have had to stretch a mile for it, and it just hops past him. 2 runners able to score. So Stewartville capitalizes with 2 outs as Blue Keeble will step into the box now. Another right-handed batter. As Melgren looks in. Waiting for the sign. Still waiting. Finally comes set. No one covering on second. Pitch ripped into left center. Kept giving chase, and he won't get there. It's over his head for a double. As Kaiser would have been able to track that one down, but it's an RBI double for Hebel in the bottom of the first. Stewartville taking an early 3-0 lead. Raiders already seem defeated. As they are not ready to play today. Going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher on second base.
Now in running at second base, number 9, Logan Skewstad.
Logan Skewstad, the runner on second. Stewartville trying to get a quick start and keep that going. If they can take some momentum here against the Raiders, then they will be able to take that into a second game they're trying to push. Then, of course, the winner of that second game, if necessary, would advance and win the section championship. Raiders were not able to win the section championship last year. They came out of the losers bracket. They were able to get 1 win from Byron in a situation just like this, but then Byron was able to bounce back and beat them last year. As Raiders looking to just win this one here. 0-1, now 0-2, fouled off.
Yeah, Raiders scored 3 in the first inning. Or I think it was 3 in the first inning on Saturday's game, but Stewartville responded back with 5, so Raiders are kind of in the same situation. They'd be down an extra run, but it would be the same type of situation with the amount of runs and hits they've let up. I think they only let up, they did let up 3 hits that inning. 3 hits, 5 runs, 1 left on base in that first inning for Stewartville.
Melgren looking in. Comes set on 0-2. He'll kick and fire to the plate. Swung on, grounded. Geiger trying to make up for it, and he will bobble the ball and make an error. The throw down to third. Gets him, though. Geiger makes up for it as the tag is applied by Thompson. Jake Geiger makes up for the error with getting out at third base. Raiders get out with a nice momentum save and play going into the second inning. Raiders down 3-0 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. You're watching NorthfieldLive.com.
Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Remodeling your home is a way to breathe new life into your house, and the process can be made easy with Schmidt Homes. Their team has extensive experience in partial and total home renovations, meaning your home will be completed quickly and to your standards, allowing you to enjoy your newly renovated home with peace of mind. When you're ready to start your next project, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Don't wait to start building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
And we are back. Tapia on the mound for his second inning work against the Northfield Raiders, as it looks like Seth Thompson will lead us off in the second inning for Northfield. Raiders looking to get anything going. They came out kind of flat on defense in the last inning, so we'll see how they can come out here. Seth Thompson stepping up. As first pitch to Thompson in there, strike one.
I don't have a pencil to do the book, so I can't. Here you go.
Thank you. As Thompson comes up empty, it's an 0-2 count. 0-2 count to Thompson. Tapia looking in, out of the windup. Steps, kicks, and fires. Swung on, fouled off. Thompson stays alive. Going to the count to Thompson. Good backdoor curveball. Thompson able to lay off of it. As the 1-2 on the way to Thompson. Swung on, popped up in foul territory. Third baseman giving chase. It will land out of play. 1-2 remains the count. One-two count to Thompson. As Tapia will look in. He steps, kicks, and fires to the plate. Thompson rips a ground ball. Good play there by Groutman, the first base coach. Snag it in on a bare hand. 1-2 remains the count. Tapia out of the windup. Steps, kicks, fires to the plate. Misses up and away. 2-2 the count. The pitch on the way to Thompson to lead us off in the second inning. This is outside. It's a full count. Thompson working it here. Three and two, the count to Thompson. Swung on, popped foul. Tapia out of the windup on a full count. Kicks and fires to the plate. Misses high. Thompson draws the walk. Great job there from Seth Thompson battling back from 1-2 count to draw a walk on a full count. As now Aaron Reister will step in with a runner on and no one out.
Number 9, Aaron Reister.
Reister, the catcher, wearing number 9. Looking to get aboard for the Raiders. Tapia comes set. Slide steps to the plate. Misses low. One-0 the count. Pitch swung on, popped foul. One and one the count to Reister. As Tapia comes set. Back pick to first. Thompson back easy. One and one, still the count to Reister. Another pickoff move. As the first baseman almost sitting down to corral it. Thompson back sliding. 1-1 the count. Tapia still staring at Thompson. Definitely in his head. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Slide step. Popped up. Behind the plate. Plenty of room for the catcher. Hebel camping under it against the fence. Makes the catch. A great play there by the catcher Hebel for the out.
Now coming to bat, number 24, Kyan Rauch.
Kyan Rauch now the batter with one out and a runner on first base. Rauch stepping in. Thompson leading off first base with one out. Kicks and fires, comes up empty. As Tapia comes set, slide steps to the plate, misses low in the dirt. 1-1 the count. One the count. Rauch hit a big sack fly in the last game to give the Raiders their last insurance run of that one. He also sliced a good double. Has another pickoff move to Thompson. He's back. Rauch looking to put a drive into one. 1-1 the count. Tapia comes set to the plate. Popped up. Foul territory. First base given chase. And it will sail out of play. 1-2 the count to Kyan Rauch. DH looking to put a drive into one. Get that runner moving. As Thompson, the runner on first base. Cahoon on deck. As Tapia looks in. He'll come set. Pick off move to first. Thompson back. 1-2. The count to Kyan Rauch. Tapia coming set. Another pickoff move. Just non-stop pickoff moves from Tapia. You're muted. Oh. Yeah.
I definitely think that should have a limit on it.
Yeah. I don't know why they don't have a limit.
No pitch clock.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's not really a point to have a limit with the new pitch clock in the MLB and I think college. We tried to determine this. I'm pretty sure it's in college.
Thompson slides in with a high throw.
They don't show it on the screen. It's not on the scoreboard. I know.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
We had pitch clock.
Oh, really?
In junior college, yeah. But the ump just kept, counting in his head.
Yeah.
So you just had to have a general. I mean, no one really hits the pitch clock.
Yeah.
Unless it's on your mind, I would say.
Rauch foul tip into the catcher's glove for out number 2. So I'm just calling this game for no one, basically.
Maybe one special person got the website to load.
My mom logged in through Huddle to watch, so. That's true. Ryan Cahoon digging into the box. Tapia comes set. Howie popped out, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yes.
It must be working in some capacity because my dad texted me that we had a hot mic, so. Ryan Cahoon, the batter. Tapia slide steps to the plate, comes up empty on it. 0-1 the count, or 1-1 the count, excuse me. 1-1. Tapia comes set. Slide steps to the plate. Curveball misses outside. 2-1. 2-1 the count. Cahoon the batter. Pitch on the way. Hits the zone. On the outside part. Two the count. 2 outs, runner on second base. Tapia coming set. Side steps to the plate. Moves Cahoon out of the way, and that hit him. Just raises Ryan Cahoon. Raiders have 2 runners on now for the batter, JT Groutman.
Up to bat, number 16, JT Groutman.
Caleb Graw on deck with Cam Kaiser being absent today. Groutman stepping into the box. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Tapia comes set. Slide steps to the plate. Grounded foul. Oh, 1 the count to JT Groutman. Of course, we are experiencing some technical difficulties here in Austin. Pitch on the way to Groutman, ripped foul. 0-2 the count after a long foul ball. Groutman digging in on 0-2. Tapia looking in, comes set. Pitch low in the dirt. 1-2 the count.
Groutman got bumped up a spot in the order with the absence of Kaiser.
As that pitch misses up and in. 2-2 the count.
Always hate to lose your
Yeah.
best player during the playing game to get to state.
We're not quite sure why. Two and two the count with 2 outs. The pitch on the way. Called strike 3. What is that call? JT Groutman set down looking. Raiders strand 2. We're going to the bottom of the second here on NorthfieldLive.com.
Your car is under extended warranty. There's no need to go back to the dealership. The team at Whit Brothers has dealt with every kind of extended warranty company. With a quick call, they'll know exactly what it'll take to get your repairs covered. Warranties are there to reduce stress and risk. So let Whit Brothers make actually using that warranty as easy as possible. For all your automotive maintenance and repair needs, drive to Whit Brothers Service, located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield.
Connects Nurseries and Landscaping in Northfield is your all-in-one garden center. Come and browse thousands of trees, shrubs, perennials, and annuals, as well as a variety of soil, mulch, and rock. Connect's knowledgeable staff are here to help you with your next project. Check us out at Knechts.net. That's KNECHTS.net, where plants and people connect.
And we're back for the bottom of the second inning on NorthfieldLive.com. Tegan Milburn out for another inning of work for the Raiders. As we're back, we'll see how our Raider defense can come out and attack these Stewartville batters. Jacob Anderson leading it off for Stewartville in the bottom of the second inning. Raiders down by 3. 3-1 the count, as Milburn will step in to face the lefty. As Milgren's pitch floats in there inside. 1-0 the count.
Do you pay for the game changer thing?
Huh?
Or does it just like, give you the recap automatically?
It just gives me the recap automatically. I think so. As that ball's flied into center field, Austin Kemp makes the catch. I might have paid a while ago and just never forgot to cancel it, actually, now I think about it.
Now coming to bat, number 15, Grayson Paulson.
Grayson Paulson now the batter. As pitch on the way to Paulson, misses up and away. Oh, yeah, I did, so I could read the game recaps. 1-0 the count. It's not loading for me. I have no data connection for some reason. So 1-1 the count. To Anderson, Milgren kicks and fires. Swung on, grounded, foul. 1-2 the count. 1 out, no one on.
AJ.
One and two the count. Swing and a miss. Melgren sets him down swinging as he gets out number one in the bottom of the second inning.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Now coming up to bat, number 7, Carter Miller.
Now the batter Carter Miller stepping in back to the top of the order.
Yes. Forgot. My book, it has the 10, so I always think that's a batter for some reason.
Miller comes up empty, first pitch swinging. Oh, 1 the count. Miller comes set on 0-1 with 2 outs, no one on. Kicks and fires to the plate. Swing and a miss. Melgren with a little extra on that one. 0-2 the count.
It was super windy on my drive down here, but it might be the calmest game the Raiders have played all season.
Yeah.
I don't even, the flag's not even moving at all.
Very calm weather. Melgren comes set on 0-2. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Melgren sets him down. 1, 2, 3 Raiders going into the third inning. Still down by 3 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. You're watching Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Stewartville 3, Northfield 0. Due up for the Raiders.
Top of the 3.
Geiger.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
You have a brand new house, or you just got done with a remodeling project. You want to show it off, but the construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. This is Beth Ayatt. After the work is done, let Service Master by Ayatt make sure that you don't have to do more work to clean up after the construction crew leaves. Show off and demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
We are. It's been about a minute as Caleb Grotz lead it out for the Northfield Raiders. 9-1-2 due up in the order.
Leading off the top of the third inning for the Raiders, number 10, Caleb Grau.
Caleb Gross stepping into the box. Hasn't seen a lot of at-bats this season. And now he'll be a big part of this lineup in the section championship. Toppy out of the windup. Step kick and fire to the plate. Swung on, fouled off. Oh and 1 the count on the way to Gra. Finds his own 0-2. 0-2. Pitch on the way. Misses outside, 1-2 the count. 1-2 the count to Gra. Pitch on the way. Swung on, lined into the right center. Slicing. Stays up just a little too long. Right fielder makes the catch. Gra made solid contact, but it just hangs up a little too much as the out is made. Number 1.
Number 2, Jake Geiger.
Ground out 3. As Geiger pops that one, foul out of play. 0-2 the count. The 0-2 pitch on the way to Geiger. Swing, foul tip into the catcher glove. As Raiders' first 2 set down 1-2, Tegan Melgren stepping in now. 0 energy in that Raider dugout as Tegan Melgren steps up to the plate.
Did he go down swinging last time?
Yes. As first pitch. Oh, called strike in the dirt. Catcher was kicking up dirt with his glove as it's an 0-1 count. Swung on and fouled off.
I think the Raiders coming into this game knew who they were going to face. Tapia, obviously the ace pitcher for Stewartville in the elimination game. But I probably have it in this book somewhere. I'll have to go back to look at it.
Tegan Melgren checks his swing, does not run on the ball in the dirt as the umpire called it a strike. Melgren is baffled on why it was called a strike. It was not a swing, I guess. If you get the bat off your shoulder, it is. But you're watching Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Like many of you, I recently had cataract surgery and I am loving it. My vision has never been better. Driving at night is fun again, and I wake up in the morning and see. And now you're wondering, which doctor did I choose? Short answer is both. Dr. Miller fixed one eye and Dr. Reinsbach operated on the other. They are both great people and fabulous surgeons. I trust them implicitly, and you can too, but just pick one.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
And we're back on NorthfieldLive.com. Tegan Melgren out for another inning of work in the bottom of the third. Raiders down 3-0 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. As every single position group on the field so far has made at least one sort of throwing error and catching error in these 50-second warm-ups. As Tegan Melgren's still warming up on the field. Of course, got set down on a questionable call to end the top of the third. But we'll see how the Raiders can bounce back, keep the head in the game during this one. And there's another one, just the icing on the cake for the Raiders.
Leading off the bottom of the third inning for the Stewartville Tigers, number 5, Reed Neubauer.
Reed Neubauer now the batter, stepping in. As he'll dig in from the right-handed batter's box to face the left-handed starter. Pitch on the way from Melgren. In the dirt. (1-0) the pitch on the way. In there, strike one, 1-1 the count. There's a 1-1 grounded up the middle. Melgren will bobble it, and the runner will get aboard. Melgren's teammates right there to pick him up, but now runner aboard with no outs in the bottom of the third inning.
Up to bat, number 10, Bo Betcher.
Bo Betcher, the batter. Raiders seem like a lack of leadership on this team and the coaching staff. Betcher stepping in, lefty and lefty matchup. Melgren comes set, kicks and fires, shows bunt, pulls back pick to first, not in time. We'll see if Raider coaching staff makes any adjustments.
I don't really think it's on the coaching staff.
I'm not saying that it's on
the Raiders. I think it's Stewartville just came to play. It's an elimination game. I mean, they know what their season's on the line. I mean, this team is 20-2 after the Raiders beat them. Probably 22-2 after their couple wins that they've had this playoffs. So, I mean, their record reflects on how good of a baseball team are. It's been the whole season. I mean, their one loss this season was to a kid that is ranked top 5 in the state in his class. Like, they didn't just lose to any old Zumbrota team. Like, first off, Zumbrota's playing in the section championship tonight against Cannon Falls, and then 2, that kid, I think his name's Hudson Ohm. I think that's what his name is. Throws 92 or something like that. Like, they lost to a good team, so I definitely know the Stewartville team came to play.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Raiders did get a little too complacent.
Looking at the Raiders right now, it does not look like they're in a championship game. Any of these players, it looks like they're in a game in the middle of May.
Hopefully they get 2 right here.
There's 1, there's 2. No, not in time. It sails off to the side. Betcher rounds the bag, but he will fly back in time, almost colliding with the umpire. Raiders do get 1 out on the fielder's choice.
I think, it definitely could be a possibility of the Raiders getting a little too complacent. They beat this team. They split with Stewartville this season. They technically could end the season on a split game series if they do go down this game. But it's kind of corny to say this, but the better team that shows up today is going to win. It's just whoever plays their best ball on June 5th, 2024 is both games. If they're, I believe the next game is after this, right? Yeah. So, you got to wipe whatever's gone on in the first inning. I mean, Melgren came out last inning, shut them down right away, 1-2-3. So Northfield's definitely got it. I mean, we saw them come back late in the game. Looks like a ball on your screen, but it really is a really good frame job from Reister.
He's done a really good job at not yanking the pitches.
He's been good at flashing that leather behind the dish, framing-wise, through the whole season, probably his whole career.
Big off move to first, had the runner fooled, but little offline the throw. Cahoon couldn't hold on to it, and Betcher was back in time. But a good move there. Melgren keeping eye contact with the batter's box. Had the runner fooled, but wasn't able to get a good throw off.
It'll be on
2 count. Yeah.
That throw's on time. He's out by a mile.
Swung on grounded. Third base, Thompson goes on to second for 1. Groutman back to first. Cahoon can't take it out in time. Cahoon so close to digging it out, throwing the dirt. A 50-50 play. We've seen Cahoon come up with plenty of those earlier in the season, just not able to quite grab that one out.
Number 3, Jace Klug.
Yeah, so back-to-back could have been double plays, but the throws are in the dirt for the Raiders.
As pitch misses there, ball 1.
I think Betcher would have been safe no matter what if the throw was online.
Yeah.
But it will go down as a fielder's choice.
Swing on chopper. Geiger picks it up, throw down to first. Cuts away from Cahoon again. Raiders throwing a lot of ground balls to first base, as now there's going to be runners on the corners with 2 outs.
I have no idea what is going on right now.
Now come up to bat number
I'm like
grass is
almost
definitely killing
at
it.
a complete loss of words. Like,
Yeah, this is not the Raider team we've seen all this year.
We've never seen this from the Raiders this season.
No, this is a completely different team that we're seeing here. A much worse team. As the next batter will step in, 2 outs, runners on the corners. Melgren looking in. He'll come set. Runner takes off. Raider is going to cut off the throw, but the runner on third recognizes that early. As it'll be a 1-0 count with 2 runners in scoring position. Melgren looking in on a 1-0 count. 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs. First base open. He kicks, fires, swing and a miss. Melgren dials up the heat. 1-1 count.
Hebel hit a double last at bat. I think he hit a double in the game.
He did.
A 2-run double in the game on
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. So he definitely has some good power at the plate, hitting in that 6th spot. I believe he's been hitting in there all season. The first 2 times we faced him, he was hitting there.
And Melgren sets him down, swinging on the high fastball. We're going to the 4th inning. Game's been scoreless for the last 2, but Raiders are down 3-0 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. You're watching Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com.
After three complete, Stewartville 3, Northfield 0. Due up for Northfield, Kep, Thompson, Reister.
Merchants Bank, we're committed to creating thriving communities and helping our customers succeed. Hi, I'm Rob, the mortgage lender at Merchants Bank. It is such a privilege to work with a company where all employees are focused on providing the very best customer service. We'll be with you every step of the way as we work towards your financial goals together, whether it's growing a business, buying a home, or planning for retirement. Yeah, we're a bank, but what we really do is make life moments happen. Stop in. I look forward to making your goals a reality.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bress, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
We're back for the 4th inning on NorthfieldLive.com. Tapia on the mound for the Stewartville Tigers. Austin Kep that's set to lead us off for the Raiders. Kep followed up by Thompson, and then Reister in the order for our Raiders.
Leading off top the 4th inning for the Raiders, number 18, Austin Kep.
70 degrees and windy in Austin, and where the weather app says it's windy, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot of wind blowing right now.
Yeah, it looks like we got some rain very late in the night, around 8, 9 o'clock.
Pitch on the way to Kep to lead it off in the 4th. Misses high from Tapia. It's only a 3-run game despite it feeling like farther away, so Raiders just need to base runner or 2 just to get on board and then try to make some magic happen. 2-0 the count. Kept set up to lead us off with a good count. The 2-0 pitch on the way. Misses outside. Three and 0 the count. The pitch on the way to Kep. Misses high. 4-pitch walk for Austin Kep. Trying to get the Raiders fired up here. Seth Thompson will now step up.
Seth Thompson.
Aaron Reister, the man on deck. Thompson worked the count, came back from a 1-2 count to a full count walk in his last at-bat. Pitch on the way, misses low. Another pitch misses outside. Thompson quickly ahead 2-0. The count to Seth Thompson. Austin kept leading off first base. Pitch on the way from Tapia. In there, strike one. 2-1 the count. And the next pitch popped foul into foul territory. Third baseman giving chase. It'll sail out. 2-2 the count. Two pitch on the way. Line drive up the middle. Seth Thompson delivers with a base knock. As Kep will pull into second. And there's 2 runners aboard with no outs for the catcher, Aaron Reister.
Now coming up to bat, number 9, Aaron Reister.
Reister stepping in.
Reister.
Looks like we're going to have a mound visit from Stewartville.
Reister delivered in a big situation to tie the game last
Saturday.
So, yeah, obviously they were down. I believe it was 5-7 at that time.
It was. That was
tied at 7-7. Would be an amazing opportunity to tie it.
That's probably what this mound visit is about. They're recognizing this is the guy who burned us in the last matchup, making sure nothing like that happens again. They're game planning for exactly what will happen. I'm sure the outfielders are aware of where they need to play. Left fielder probably getting ready to take a step back or two.
Yeah, I talked with the Stewartville coach before this game. He said he watched that last game 5 times. So he definitely knows situations.
We definitely do provide the other teams with game film.
Yeah, but, a lot of the coaches, if you're playing in a section championship, you've probably looked at the stats already.
I'm sure Stewartville is very ready for this game. As you said, the coach watching that game 5 times does not surprise me, making sure that he is ready for anything.
Raiders have faced this coach 2 times already. In those 14 innings they've played against Stewartville, we've seen a very high IQ coach.
Yeah. Very much willing to be creative with the play calling, get the bunts down, get the runners moving around on the base paths, find any way to just get that advantage. We saw Stewartville purposely fall down a few times, bait throws to get runners in. As Reister with a check swing, ground ball, it's going to be a tough play. The throw on the way from the shortstop, dug out by the first baseman, Leumer, but the runners do advance. Reister with a little check swing, didn't even mean to hit it. And now runners on second and third with 1 out, Kyan Rauch, the batter. We did see Rauch stroke a double down the right field line in his last game against Stewartville back on Saturday.
I believe Stewartville played Winona.
Stewartville did play Winona. Winona ended up beating Byron. Stewartville beat Winona.
As the ump rushing kind to get in the box, he was pointing at the box.
Telling him where to stand as the pitch misses low and away.
No pitch clock. Ump technically doesn't have to enforce that.
1-0 the count to Rauch. Tapia comes set. He will step and fire to the plate. Misses low. 2-0 the count. 2-0 count to the big Raider DH. 2 runners on, 1 out. Kept on third. Thompson on second base. Tapia slides, steps, and misses low. 3-0 the count to Kyan Rauch. We'll see if they get a pinch runner for Rauch if he does get aboard.
Well, should be somebody waiting with a helmet.
I'm sure there's someone just out of view. It does look like there's a few guys. Usually it's been Dylan Morrow coming in for him. It'll be a 3-0 count to Kyan Rauch for now. Plate appearance not over. Tapia comes set. Fires to the plate in the dirt. 4-pitch walk to one of the biggest strike zones on this Raider team in Kyan Rauch. And it will be Logan Prescott coming in to run for Rauch.
Now coming up to bat, number 12, Ryan Cahoon.
Prescott coming on. We saw him move around, take out a few guys in the quarterfinal round. He flew around from first to third on a nice line drive. We'll see if he can get something else going. Tying run on first base in the 4th inning, as Ryan Cahoon will step into the box with only 1 out. Cahoon looking to elevate. Corners in, middle at double play depth. Anything but a ground ball for Ryan Cahoon as Tapia comes set. Back pick to second base. Thompson back standing. Throw almost sails, but shortstop does a good job of corralling that one, keeping it in. Pitch on the way to Cahoon, misses high. Tapia can't find the zone right now. Having a little trouble, assuming Cahoon's taking it until he sees a strike or until it's a perfect pitch.
Yeah, Thompson getting a very generous lead.
And Cahoon comes up empty there. It would have been a ball, but Ryan Cahoon being aggressive, we'll see if he recognizes that's not been a lot of strikes thrown in the last few at-bats from Tapia. He is out of the windup with bases loaded. He'll miss low. As you said, Thompson basically halfway. I mean, he is ready. Sharply hit line drive would create a double play opportunity, but Raiders betting on anything else. As a pitch on the way to Cahoon. Misses high, 3-1 the count. Hevel, the catcher, did a good job coming out for that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Stewartville knows Thompson can't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
It also could be bait for them to try to get him in a, like if they threw it down.
Yeah, very much
Kep
possible.
would just V-line it home, try to get a run any way possible.
The 3-1 swing and a miss on a low pitch from Cahoon. Now a full count with 1 out and the bases loaded.
Sounded like he tipped it.
It did sound like he tipped it a little. But it'll be a full count.
It's a strike either way.
Tapia out of the windup. The pitch to Cahoon. Swing and a miss on a 2-seamer. Great arm side run from Tapia. It looks like it's in the zone and it just floats out. As now Raiders need a base hit from JT Groutman.
Yeah, you'd hate to leave the bases loaded in any situation throughout the game, especially being down 3-0. At least coming away with 1 run is something, a start to something.
Pitch on the way to Groutman in there, strike 1. Tapia finds the zone.
As Thompson has the lone hit for the Raiders, so Tapia was throwing a no-hitter through a 4th and a 3rd.
Groutman rips that one, caught by the third baseman, right to him at a hot shot. A nicely hit ball by Groutman. If he was still in, it would have been through, but it's caught for out number 3. Raiders leave the bases loaded going into the bottom half of the 4th inning. You're watching NorthfieldLive.com.
Randy Olson, Community Resource Bank is a pillar in the local community, providing banking, lending, and investment services. Our team continues to be a financial resource to families and businesses. With decades of trusted experience, our team is committed to your financial needs. We're here to work together with you on any project, big or small. Our success comes from our dedicated, knowledgeable, and professional employees. Stop by one of our 2 Northfield locations to see a smiling and familiar face. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
And we're back in the bottom of the 4th inning. Tegan Melgren out on the mound again for the Northfield Raiders to face the Stewartville Tigers. Raiders looking to get something going here or keep it going, as they have helped the Tigers scoreless in the last two frames.
For the Tigers, Drew Jelnick.
Drew Jelnick stepping in for the Tigers. Melgren, the lefty on the mound. Jelnick, the right-handed batter. Melgren comes set. He kicks and fires in the strike zone. Paints the up and away corner as Melgren gets the call there. 0-1 the count. Melgren kicks to the plate. In there again. Melgren gets ahead 0-2. He's been pitching great ever since that first inning. 0-2 the count. Melgren kicks, fires. Strike three looking. Melgren freezes him on a great pitch. Tegan Melgren with another strikeout for the Raiders. He has
5 strikeouts.
He has really kept these Raiders in this game. As now Anderson, the left-handed batter, will step in. Pitch on the way to the lefty, just high.
He hasn't let up a hit since the first inning, Melgren.
In there, strike one, 1-1 the count.
He did have runners on second and third after last inning. Inning filled with errors.
Yeah. 1-1 the pitch on the way from Melgren, misses outside.
But to come out of that inning after all those errors and not, one, give up a hit or give up a run is pretty incredible.
1-1 in there. No, just high. He tries to drop it back in. Does not quite get the call.
And we've seen Melgren pitch a lot this year, and I think he's definitely improved as the year went on.
Oh, yeah.
Drastically.
Very much so. He really does like that curveball that starts above the zone and just drops in at the last second. As it's a 3-2 count, the pitch on the way. Taken, ball high. Melgren will walk him on a full count. Wow, he had a lot of stuff on. I did not realize that he had both the shin, elbow, and I think something else on. As a 1-2-1 call comes in. I remember 1-1-1 was sack bunt, so we'll see what 1-2-1 is.
Most likely the first and end number are what a call means.
Might be a take a pitch there, as it's strike one in there.
Could just be a buff play too.
Very much so. Possible. Both the batter and base runner checking their play cards. One thing that Stewartville has done a really good job is implementing those plays. The 0-1 pitch. Doesn't get the call. As I'm not sure if the umpire just doesn't like it when Reister yanks it more. But it'll be a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. No need for the call on that one. Melgren gets it by him. But some umpires just don't like it when a catcher moves it around too much. The numbers that where you can really look at them at the big league level say that yanking it around does help. But runner will take off. The throw down from Reister, not in time. He slides in just safely on a great throw from Reister. But even better wheels from the Stewartville base runner. It'll be a 2-2 count. Two and two, the count to the batter. Melgren comes set. Kicks in, fires, swung on, pop fly, right center. Kept giving chase there. He will make the catch. Runner tags up. No, he won't when he sees the big arm of Austin Kepp keeping him honest. Great throw there, off balance to the cutoff man, Jake Geiger, who caught it easy. And the out number 2 is made.
Number 7, Carter Miller.
Back to the top of the order, Carter Miller. As Reister gives a sign to either Cahoon at first base or Graw out and right. As Melgren comes set. Waiting, kicks, fires. Finds the low and away corner. Oh, 1, the pitch on the way. Swung on, foul back. 0-2 the count.
Oh, it's beautiful and sunny here. Apparently it's absolutely monsooning at home.
Ah. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Melgren sets him down. Deegan Melgren with the strikeout. And we're going to the 5th inning. Raiders down 3-0 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. You're watching Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Dry eye symptoms continue to get in the way of enjoying what your world has to offer. Although dry eye can be hard to treat and difficult to manage with over-the-counter eye drops, you're not out of options. River Valley Eye Professionals is very pleased to offer the OptiLight Intense Pulse Light Treatment, the first and only FDA-approved light-based treatment for dry eye. We're the only facility in the area with this technology and expertise to perform this amazing treatment. Find out more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Northfield is a unique town with passionate people. So much passion that it can be hard to keep up. That's why, if you're into art, local politics, sports, or anything else, Northfield Public Broadcasting is here to serve you. NPB is a free public access local television station that accepts submissions on anything you care about. NPB is a place to hear community voices and to share your own voice. Check it out.
And we're back for the 5th inning on NorthfieldLive.com. You're watching Raider Baseball as the Raiders are trying to get something on the board. Currently down 3-0 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard, as Caleb Graw will step in to lead it off for the Raiders. 9-1-2 due up in the order.
Leading off the top, the 5th inning for Northfield. Number 10, Caleb Graw.
Caleb Graw stepping in against Tapia. Tapia stepping on the rubber towards first base. First pitch swinging, foul back. That ball started climbing there.
Joey, you flinched.
Yeah, I wasn't going to, and then it just kept climbing up the fence there.
I don't know.
It was going.
I know the grounds crew guy here puts a lot of work into that. I know a ball wouldn't get through this.
It was going up above it.
Nope.
As Graw pops that one up in shallow center. Center fielder coming in a long way. Camping under it will make the catch. Sun is shining now in Austin as the lineup card flips over.
Really bright.
Yeah, it was under a cloud for a long while.
Now coming up to bat, number 2, Jake Geiger.
I wonder if that will impact the outfielders, especially right field.
Yeah.
All the sun shining right in on him.
I noticed Cahoon had the glasses behind his head for most of the game, assuming those are coming back on now. Ooh! Called strike. Geiger didn't even think it was a possibility. 0-1 the count. Swung on, grounded, hot shot. Off the shortstop. He can't field it. Geiger flies down the line for a base hit. We'll call it a base hit here. We all know what it is, but Jake Geiger flies down the line. And a hot shot. I mean, you could hear that one from the press box. And E6 puts Jake Geiger aboard. I saw you write that 5.
Yes, I did. I forgot.
It would make more sense. I mean,
yeah, I kind of forgot. I was not paying attention. Just waiting for him to put an error on the board.
Melgren shows bunt, gets it down. High chopper third base, throws on to first, and high chopper gets by him. Melgren going to second, Geiger going to third.
Wow.
A massive error, and that's why you lay down the bunt. Raiders have 2 runners in scoring position as they're going to get a courtesy runner for their pitcher, it looks like.
Now coming up to bat, number 18.
Well, now both teams have 3 errors in this ball game.
Yeah, it's the ground. I don't know if it rained last night, but the grass seems slow.
It sure did in Northfield.
Dylan Morrow coming on to run for Tegan Melgren. We had the same problem, of course, the rain coming down on Saturday.
I don't think the ground is
I don't think
wet.
it's wet. I think it's just kind of it's just some grass that kills it. I don't know what it is about it, but the fielders definitely have to charge it hard. As umpire writing down the courtesy runner.
It was a perfectly dry day today all throughout the day, so I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
think
know.
it's just errors are happening. Nothing to blame but yourself. You just got to play better baseball.
I mean, even if it did torrentially downpour and the field is soaking wet, there's no one to blame but yourself. As all these players know that. That's something that you learn after about 5th grade. As now the batter stepping in will be Austin Kep. The pitch on the way, swung on, popped. Fly for the first baseman, camping under it, calls for it, will make the catch through the sunlight for out number 2. Hung up for a long time, but little to no wind makes it an easy play for the first baseman. Seth Thompson stepping into the box for the Raiders. 2 runners on, 2 outs in scoring position. Raiders again in a position where they could potentially not capitalize. This pitch on the way to Thompson. Called strike. Good frame by the catcher, Hebel. Hebel pulled it back in for strike 1. As it's no 1 count the way to Thompson. Swung on goes the opposite way with it. High fly ball in foul territory will drop for a long strike 2. Base umpire clears out the mound. Not something you see a lot. Usually you don't see the umpires go out and do field maintenance like that, but he goes for it. And it's an 0-2 count to Seth Thompson. Tapia out of the windup, kicks, fires to the plate. Thompson stays alive with a foul ball.
Yes. Sometimes you'll see that most of the time the base ump is the one calling the balk. I think he's trying to see when he gets engaged with that rubber.
Definitely makes sense.
Especially since Tapia is super far over.
Ground ball, second base, able to field it. Throw on to first, retires Thompson. Stewartville definitely read the scouting report on him. They were pitching him away, waiting for him to roll over. They finally get some weaker contacts as we're going to the bottom of the 5th. Raiders down 3-0 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. You're watching Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Champion Sports is your one-stop shop for baseball and softball gear this spring. With a wide selection of bats, gloves, and game day merch for kids and adults alike. Whether you're a Raider, Knights, or Ole fan, Champion Sports is your go-to for fan apparel and swag. Champion Sports has it all. Find us online at championsportsnorthfield.com or check us out on Facebook and Instagram to know when the latest gear is in stock. Gear up like a champion at Champion Sports.
Are you looking for funds to support your business's growth? Aaron Nibby here for Franzen Bank & Trust. Franzen offers loans and other financial services designed to meet your needs. As an SBA preferred lender, Franzen Bank can help you save time by expediting the loan process from application to funding. Franzen is also consistently named a top 504 and 7A lender in Minnesota. Start your next business adventure today at franzenbank.com/SBA. Franzen Bank & Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Honestly, so it's on here. I don't know if we connected it. We're back from ad break. Tegan Melgren on the mound again for the Northfield Raiders in the bottom of the 5th inning. As we'll see if he can continue to limit these Stewartville batters. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Number 5, Reed Neubauer.
If the scoreboard is off, just by the way, we just were informed that it's not on. I will be walking through, so just try to pay attention. As Reed Neubauer steps in the bottom of the 5th, Raiders down 3-0. Pitch in there, strike 1. 0-1 the count, leading off in the bottom of the 5th. Neubauer the batter. The pitch on the way to him. A lot of arm side run on that one for Melgren, misses outside. The 1-1. Another pitch with too much arm side run on it. 2-1 the count. Melgren looks like he's flying open a little too bit. As when that front shoulder gets open, that arm can lack behind. As there's a nice pitch. Ground ball. High chopper to Geiger. Fields it cleanly. Throwing to first. Digged out by Cahoon for out number 1. Good pitch, good field, good dig from the Raiders as Bo Betcher, the batter, will step in. Yeah, it's on. Seven. One out. The pitch to Betcher misses outside. One 0 the count. Melgren kicks and fires, misses low. 2-0 the count. As that pitch misses up and in. We believe the website is working, so make sure to tell your friend. Oh, okay. Never mind. Website should be about 10 minutes, so hold off on that, telling everyone for about 10 minutes. Of course, still plenty action-packed in this game, and if the Raiders are not able to make the comeback, we will have another game shortly after. Just 30 minutes for the grounds crew to reset the field as the pitch fouled off by Betcher.
What did Neubauer do?
Neubauer grounded out to Jake Geiger.
Oh, yes.
As the 3-2 fouled off again by Betcher. This one doesn't make a loud noise. The last one before sounded like it banged off something up there in the grandstands. Support structure. As it's a full count still with one out. The pitch on the way. Taken high. And what a bat flip for the walk. That's a walk-off grand slam bat flip.
Yeah.
But keeping hype.
Have to go back down to the field. Once again, any foul balls have to go back down to the field.
As there's going to be a runner on first base for Leumer. As getting the team fired up. Betcher doing what it takes. Can't blame him for that.
That section championship, everyone dreams of going to state as a kid.
Yeah.
It's always the goal at the beginning of the season, no matter what type of team you've got.
Pick off to first.
I guess when you're one game or 2 games away, technically for Stewartville, 2 games away, kind of have to bring the energy at all times, keep the team engaged, probably trying to keep the foot on the gas. But for the Raiders, they need to get the foot on the gas.
Yeah, Raiders need to find the gas.
Yep.
As Tegan Melgren has been doing a fantastic job of finding the gas on the mound for the Raiders. It's been pedal to the metal from him ever since that first inning.
Pitching phenomenal.
0-1 the count. Melgren looking in. He comes set. Another pickoff move. Betcher, a left-handed pitcher himself, able to recognize it easy. Melgren has a really good move, but he does like to do it a lot.
Battle of the pickoffs. Tapia's probably attempted 10 pickoff moves today. Melgren, probably not too far off.
Tapia might have attempted 10 on one at bat.
Yeah.
He likes keeping those runners honest, and you can't blame him, as the Raiders do have some guys who can run. 1-1 count. Melgren kicks and fires. Ooh, called strike. He gets the call on that one.
I mean, they did throw out Jake Geiger, and that's the first time he's ever been thrown out in probably his high school career.
Yeah.
I've rarely ever seen him thrown out.
I played with Jake Geiger for a long time. It's once a season he'll get thrown out, and it's usually just something kind of miraculous like that what happened, which, they make it look clean. They made it look nice and easy, which was a very impressive throw by Hibble and a very good sag applied by, I think it was the shortstop. Neubauer. One out, run around first, 1-2 count. Swing and a miss on Loimer. Melgren sets down the first baseman swinging.
I think with all those pickoff moves, Melgren was kind of stalling Limer there.
Yeah.
It was probably part of his plan through some of the inning. Worked out pretty well. Get that strikeout, second out. Melgren trying to go with another scoreless inning. That'll make it the fourth in a row.
Fastball just outside or just high. As he'll look in on a 1-0 count now to the lefty. 2 outs, run around first. Kicks to the plate, strike one in there. 1-1 the count. One and one. Melgren comes set. Kicks and pickoff move has the runner dead, but the throw high slides under it.
Wow.
A great move from Betcher, as that's what you're supposed to do if you get caught dead. Just book it for the next base. And he is able to slide in a high throw from Ryan Cahoon. Try to make sure he didn't boink Betcher in the back of the head. Ends with him on second base. Big lead now. Pitch misses high. Melgren definitely a little frustrated after that one. 2-1 the count. 2-1 the count with 2 outs. Melgren's pitch swung on, ripped over the head of JT Groutman into right field. That'll go down for a base hit. They'll wave the runner and he will score. Stewartville plates a fourth runner as Betcher continues to yelling right into the Raider fans.
Oh, those are the Stewartville fans.
I think he yelled into the Raider fans on accident. He saw some fans and just started yelling.
Oh, he's fired up. He definitely brought the energy today.
He's trying to keep this team in this game. As now Luke Hebel will step into the box. Melgren comes set, kicks and fires, misses low and in. No activity in the Raider bullpen so far. Melgren's been pretty dominant ever since that first frame. Strike in there, 1-1 the count.
I think they're trying to ride Melgren as far as they can. He's been extremely dominant. Besides that first inning, I mean, he's let up 1 run. If you scratch that first inning, and without a couple errors, I don't even know if he's going to let up any runs, especially this inning.
Yeah.
With the throw from Cahoon, they had Betcher.
Should have been dead to rights.
Yeah. He was caught.
Another one here. Cahoon's throw down this time nabs him at second base.
And they're going to call a balk.
They're going to call a balk. Wow. Home plate umpire calls the balk.
Which is interesting because the first base ump has the best view of anybody in the whole ballpark.
That's a first base umpire call.
And did not call it. He said it was. I mean, obviously, if you're an ump, you're going to call a balk right away. Especially first base ump, as it looks like this won't.
This ball's popped up, shallow right, and that ball's going to drop in between JT Groutman and Caleb Graw. What is going on? Another missed throw. What are the Raiders doing? A horrible defensive play from both second baseman JT Groutman and right fielder Caleb Graw and first baseman Ryan Cahoon, who didn't even move, as the Raiders caught napping. What are they doing?
I think, obviously, Coach Spitzak is extremely upset. This will be probably the end of the road for Melgren.
Yeah.
I talked last inning. I think it was the sun to play a factor in that one. Groutman was looking at Cahoon, like, where is the ball? Graw came flying in, but we talked about it last game against Stewartville. The outfield is very shallow.
Yeah.
It's only 326 into the corners. The Graw is basically playing at the fence. That's one heck of a run in from the outfield. I don't know I don't even think Cam Kaiser can really make that catch. That's just unreal. I think Groutman truly had got it lost in the sun. So I will cut the Raiders some slack there.
Yeah, but there was they all slowed up coming to the ball. As I think they both lost in the sun, but someone needs to try to make a play.
Yeah, I don't know. It will definitely be interesting, obviously. I would blame it on the sun.
I mean,
I try to take the blame.
It's easy to blame
that.
it on the sun, but someone needs to try. As Meldrin's trying here, he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, Graw came storming in.
He was.
He definitely.
He had to slow down so he didn't ram into his teammate, but
I truly think Groutman had got that lost in the sun.
As that pitch in there, strike 2.
With how good of a ball player JT Groutman is, I know he wouldn't just let that one fall. We've seen him step up beyond words for this Northfield team this year, so and that's why he's starting at second base.
That ball's ripped into left center. Daniel Warden playing really in. That ball will land. He didn't have a good angle anyways, but it will be a double for the Stewartville Tigers as they get another run in. 6-0 the score on the Air to Drink scoreboard.
I will say the Raiders are definitely missing the absence of Cam Kaiser. He's their best player.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, why he wasn't able to attend today. As Melbourne has a batter coming up empty. Eli Mickelson is warming up in the Raider bullpen.
Like you said last game, the stats prove it. Kaiser, his comeback from his injury made this Raider baseball team step up in a tremendous way. Obviously, Reister, Thompson, Kep, Groutman, Cahoon, all those guys have been playing phenomenal all year. But I think they just brought it to a whole nother level once they got their senior captain back. I believe he's a captain. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But
safe to assume so.
Yeah, he was a captain in all his other 2 sports. So I'd assume he's a captain in baseball. He is a truly tremendous leader.
1-2 the pitch in the dirt. Runner hung up in the middle. 2-2 the count.
I think the Northfield community has a lot of good things to say about Cam Kaiser as a player, a leader. So he's displayed it.
Yeah, he's definitely done a really good job at leading these teams as Melbourne gets him down swinging there, finally ending this dreadful bottom of the 5th inning. Raiders down 6-0 going into the 6th. You're watching Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Merchants Bank, we're committed to creating thriving communities and helping our customers succeed. Hi, I'm Rob, the mortgage lender at Merchants Bank. It is such a privilege to work with a company where all employees are focused on providing the very best customer service. We'll be with you every step of the way as we work towards your financial goals together, whether it's growing a business, buying a home, or planning for retirement. Yeah, we're a bank, but what we really do is make life moments happen. Stop in. I look forward to making your goals a reality.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Many people tell me they've heard horror stories about all the drops needed after cataract surgery. Well, fear no more. At Ritchie Eye and LASIK, Dr. Miller and Dr. Reinsbach are dropless. That's right. No need for medicated eye drops before or after your cataract surgery. I love dropless for my cataract surgery, and you will too.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
And we're back for the 6th inning. Tapia out on the mound for another inning work. He's blanked the Raider batters so far, at least in the run column. Only 1 hit on the board. It was a Seth Thompson single a while ago. Stewartville has committed 3 errors, so Raiders looking to just put the ball in play and hope, I suppose. Aaron Reister set to lead it off for the Raiders here. Pitch on the way to Reister. Swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Pitch misses well outside, 1-1. One and one, the count. Pitch on the way, popped up. Foul out of play from Reister, 1-2 the count now. The 1-2 on the way. Misses low and out of the zone. 2-2 the count. Reister flies that one. Out of play. Remains a 2-2 count. Stewartville dominated the Raiders so far in this one. As Tapia steps off, resets himself. 2-2 the count. Pitch on the way. Called, strike three. Reister sets up inside on the plate, as that is a problem when you do that. He gets rang up on a fastball from Tapia. Tapia pitched a lot better out of the windup than the stretch. Raiders looking to get a base runner to put him in that situation. Kyan Rauch stepping up. Raiders have already pinch ran him for him once. If they do so again, he will not be able to re-enter, I believe, is the rule. As a regular position player, not pitcher-catcher, where you can get a courtesy runner. Tapia out of the windup. Misses high. One-0 the count. As that's in there, strike one. 1-1 to Kyan Rauch. Tapia's pitch, swung on, fouled back. 1-2 with one out, no one on. Tapia out of the windup, kicks and fires, misses outside. 2-2 the count. Two on the way to Rauch. Thought about it, holds back, and it's a full count to Kyan Rauch.
Raiders have left 7 runners left on base.
Full count with one out. The pitch on the way to Rauch. Grounded. Third base. Fields it cleanly. Steps and throws. Big stretch by the first baseman. Records the outs. Out number 2 in the books. In the top of the 6th inning. Ryan Cahoon now digging in for the Raiders.
But they only have one hit.
Number 12, Ryan Cahoon.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 walks.
Raiders have been able to work those counts, as Ryan Cahoon will step in for the Raiders. Pitch misses up and away. Cahoon been hit by a pitch and struck out in his 2 plate appearances.
Yeah, so they've got on base with 5 walks, 1 hit, Seth Thompson, and then those 2 errors they got on base, but Geiger was thrown out stealing in the first inning, so there's the math of how it was.
Yeah.
How they've left 7 on, but they've got on base 8 times. There's Geiger thrown out, so.
Pitch on the way to Cahoon, now 3-0. Raiders certainly been a 3 true outcome team in this game.
Where Stewartville's left 1, 3, 4, 5 runners left on base, so. Most of their runners have made it home once they've been on.
Tapia battles back for strike 1. Mickelson still getting loose in the bullpen. 3-1 the count to Cahoon with 2 outs, no one on. He swings and misses on that 2-seamer there. Cahoon expecting something a little softer. And it's a full count with 2 outs, no one on still for Ryan Cahoon. The pitch swung on, popped up, shallow left field. Left fielder range it in. He will make the catch for out number 3. Raiders set down 1-2-3 again, going into the bottom of 6, down 6-0 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. You're watching Raider Baseball on NorthfieldLive.com.
NCC Builders has built and renovated custom homes and commercial buildings since 1972. We are committed to providing the Northfield area with high-quality construction with a singular focus to bring your vision to life. I'm Adam, the president of NCC Builders. You can rely on our experience and attention to detail for your home or business. Take the first step. Contact us at nccbuilders.com or 507-645-8975.
The Quarterback Club of Northfield knows just how hard the student athletes work each and every sports season and would like to wish all of the Raiders athletic teams the best of luck this year. After practice is over or before the big game, stop into the Quarterback Club and grab their roasted chicken, tender baby back ribs, or famous broiled burgers. Short on time? Call ahead and they will have it ready for you to carry out. They serve lunch and dinner, so no matter your busy schedule, the Quarterback Club has something for you. Good luck, Raiders, and we'll see you after the game. The Quarterback Club off Highway 3 in Northfield.
And we're back for the bottom of 6. Team Melgren still on the mound for the Northfield Raiders, trying to just end this game and try to look ahead towards the next one. Raiders, of course, only need to win 1 game today, as if they are able to make a miraculous comeback in the 7th, they will be able to just end it here. But it is looking all focus ahead towards that next game, 30 minutes after the final out recorded in this one.
That's probably why Mickelson was warming up in the bullpen.
Yeah.
Getting loose. I assume he'll be the starter for next game, as Groutman went most of the game. I believe he got the win.
Groutman went 4 innings. Mickelson went 3.
Yeah, so Groutman would have got the win.
Yeah.
Against Stewartville last time, as he mowed it down. He only let up 1 hit in those 4 innings pitched.
Not sure what Groutman's pitch count is at, as Melgren has him fooled on 2 strikes now.
As I'd assume we'd probably see those 2 again to get them to the state tournament.
Melgren's 0-2. Swinging and a miss.
Section 1-3A. I believe that's the right terminology.
It is.
I don't know. I never really paid attention to that.
I didn't either, and they always realign it after 2 or 3 years anyways.
Yeah, I believe it's every 2 years is when you get the realignment. Northfield obviously didn't move up. It goes by enrollment. So my senior year, or my junior.
Just take your mic away from your mouth. I know we can hear it in our ears, though.
I'll just do this.
As that's popped up, fouling out of play. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, it's every 2. So can we just talk normal?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Yeah, basically every 2 years they realign it. So like my junior year, we were with Lakeville South, all the Rochesters.
Yeah, probably a section more than we needed to be in.
Oh, they were too deep. Well, we were really good.
Hockey-wise, we're definitely there, but
Blake and I talked yesterday.
Blake
Melgren.
Yep.
We figured out, I think we went 20-something. We played around a little more than 20 games. We only lost 2 games that season.
Wow.
In the regular season. We lost to New Ulm, which sucked. And we lost to Farmington.
Yeah.
And we lost 3 games. We lost to Mankato West. The game was at 10 a.m. in Mankato West.
That's crazy.
And it was like 40 degrees. It was the coldest game I've ever played in my life.
Melgren walks him on a 3-2 count with 1 out.
But what happened to the first guy?
The first guy struck out swinging.
Okay. So then the first game of playoffs, we played Rochester Mayo. We were the 2 seed. Farmington won state that year. They were the 1 seed. We weren't beating Farmington.
Yeah.
So we didn't have a shot to state. We played Mayo, and the kid we faced was graduated in my class, and he was ranked top 10 in pitching in the state. So he mowed us down. And then they also had a kid going to Tulane, I think it was. Hit an absolute nuke, I'm pretty sure. I think we pitched Ethan Lanthier that game.
Ethan Lanthier, of course, going to Kansas now, projected to go top 2 rounds in the MLB draft.
I think Joey Malika pitched that game, actually. Then Ethan had pitched the elimination game. I think we were saving Ethan for Farmington.
Yeah.
We had the bullpen
Makes
to go
sense.
the distance. Obviously.
Turner takes off. Reister's throw. Nabs him at second base for out number 2. A great throw, a great tag from Geiger as Reister nabs him at second, trying to swipe a bag.
Then we played Lakeville South the second game, and the kid that we play now is at LSU.
Yeah,
He's a
of
relief
course.
pitcher at LSU. So he was actually hurt the whole season, and the first game he pitched was against us.
Yeah, nice little warm-up for him.
Went to Xavier.
Oh, wow. Okay.
For 2 years, and then transferred to LSU. Big lefty, probably like 6'5".
As Milgren has him popping that 2-2 out of play, it'll be a 2-2 again.
It's still crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy the amount of talent.
Yeah, but we said, I want to go look at the records. I will after this game.
High chopper, Groutman at second, fields it. Throw on to first, retires him. A little complicated, but it's technically a 1-2-3 inning. We're going to the 7th inning. Raiders need to make some magic happen. Down 6-0 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. You're watching 1 AAA playoffs on NorthfieldLive.com.
Of buying or selling your home? Don't go at it alone. Did you know there are nearly over 200 steps to the real estate process? 200 things to consider, be aware of, 200 things that could impede your ability to buy or sell or compromise the actual closing day. Alas, have no fear. You can contact one of our local and relentless agents at Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group anytime to answer all of your real estate questions. Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group. We're unstoppable together.
Raider Automotive at Valley Auto House is a big supporter of Northfield activities, now offering 20% service labor discount for parents with children involved in any Northfield Public Schools extracurricular activities. Valley Auto House is a full-service collision center, towing facility, and automotive repair shop, servicing all makes and models. We do everything from oil changes, brakes, and suspension to engine replacement. Valley Auto House is on Highway 3 South in Northfield, open 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, or find us at valleyautohouse.net. Go Raiders!
Above me.
We're back for the 7th inning on NorthfieldLive.com. Raiders need to make magic happen if they want to end it with this one. They are down by 6. Most likely, of course, the Raiders fall on this one to the Stewartville Tigers, very good team. And then Raiders, of course, in the winner's bracket of the tournament. They do have the luxury of being able to have that lean game. They will play these two teams again just 30 minutes after this game concluded, or around that time frame, as we'll see how they can come out and attack those Stewartville Tigers after that and get a little clubhouse reinforcement.
Yeah, it says 7:30 obviously on the sheet. It's 7 o'clock right now, so I'd assume, depending how long this inning goes, game will probably start around 7:45-ish.
Yeah.
More to the 8 o'clock portion.
Yeah.
It actually really depends on how fast the field maintenance goes.
I got the 30 minutes from them, so they're assuming that it takes them 30 minutes.
Oh, you got the inside scoop from the grounds crew?
I got the inside scoop from the PA guy right next to us.
You never know. This grounds crew guy has been
he's been flying around.
Yeah, he's been ripping this field up in a good way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's ripping it up and putting it right back down.
Yeah, they chalked the line in probably like
they chalked the line like when they were out there doing their stuff.
Yeah, it was very impressive. Kind of impressive.
As JT Groutman will shoot that one into right field. Raiders have a little momentum in the top of the 7th. That's really what they need. If the Raiders want to keep fighting, they got to get something going. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner, Adam Molesky, on first base for the Raiders. About the time where you get those guys in off the bench.
I think Molesky, well, he plays second base.
He does.
So if he was to re-enter.
I think it is a JT Groutman we might see go toss around lately in the bullpen. Would not be surprising to me.
But to second that, Molesky probably is faster than
Aiden
Groutman.
can fly.
So that would be the situation that we're looking at is speed. You need that runner, obviously, top of the 7th.
I mean, you need 6 of them, so you got to be safe. As that ball misses low to Graw.
So winner of this game, if Stewartville wins, they'll be the home seed again.
Gotcha.
I believe that's how.
I don't know.
They're the top seed.
As that
top
ball
seed
pops
always
up.
is the home team.
That ball's popped up from Graw and caught by the right fielder as clouds have overtaken the sun in Austin.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't storm.
Yeah,
It stormed really bad in Northfield, so
it looks like there is a.
It came in from the Shakopee area, through New Prague to Northfield. If that trend follows, that is.
We're online.
Clouds
are coming in.
Yeah, moving in pretty decently fast.
Pitch on the way to Geiger, misses high.
But
as a rain delay between games could benefit the Raiders.
Could benefit Northfield Live as well.
It could definitely benefit Northfield Live.
But at the beginning of the game, there was no wind whatsoever. The flag literally was at a standstill. Now we've had some sort of movement with that flag. So as the weather rolls in, hopefully there's no rain delay. But they could move the game to tomorrow. They did that with Cannon Falls and Broda last night. Unless the game was supposed to.
I would
played today.
I would assume that it was meant to get played back to back.
Yeah. They had to move that game to tonight at 5 o'clock. So winner of that game, it was an elimination game. Cannon Falls had beat Zambroda, I'm pretty sure.
Of course, Zambroda, the only team to beat Stewartville in the regular season, as Geiger called strike on the outside there. Thought he had the 4-pitch walk. He'll remain in with a 3-1 count.
Yeah, I did get to watch Cannon Falls this year. Went to the annual Randolph Rockets.
Yeah. We meant to stream that one. It just didn't
Cannon
quite
Falls
work out
game.
on the schedule. We are trying to maybe incorporate some Randolph on the schedule, of course.
Yeah, Randolph. It was a really cool game.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the entire town of Randolph, so like 50 people, shout out to the game as that popped up.
And the catch is made on the mound by Skustad, the new pitcher. I don't even know if we mentioned that actually on the broadcast or just between innings, but Logan Skustad, the pitcher, on the mound for the Stewartville Tigers.
But
I
did watch the pitcher for Cannon Falls. I can't remember his name, but he threw a no-hitter against Randolph.
I'm kind of surprised Cannon Falls is still playing Randolph. I'm surprised they're not.
I think it's just one of those matchups that
sort of Northfield Faribault.
It's always going to happen. Oh, Northfield Faribault makes sense. They're in the same.
Well, they're in the same conference by name.
But
I suppose it makes sense. Geography.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a matchup for years, but
no throw it sense.
Randolph's game changer. There was a hit for Randolph, and for Cannon Falls, it was an error. So
we're gonna say they got one hit.
Yeah, well, for Cannon Falls and in the paper, I'm pretty sure it was a no-hitter. So, but yes.
If anyone watching at home doesn't know, we are cousins, and our uncle is the Randolph Rockets head coach.
Yes.
That's why we are a little impartial to the Randolph Rockets.
Yes. We do love the Rockets. We also do love Northfield.
We, of course, do. It's a 1-2 count to Tegan Melgren. That's a pitch one away from Skustad. Swung on and missed. 2-2 the count.
I'm a Northfield alum. Joey.
Technically, just
is
now
a Northfield alum.
Technically a Northfield alum after this Sunday.
Yes.
Or I did get my diploma, so.
Yeah. AJ Reister, Northfield alum, so everyone.
Melgren chops that. Third base fields it with the glove, but it's going to be an infield single for Tegan Melgren. Raiders stay alive for one batter more. Stewartville fans were on their feet. As Austin Kep will step into the box. Raiders were, of course, down to their last strike there. And we will have a runner for Tegan Malgren. Dylan Morrow, the courtesy runner for the pitcher.
Now running at first base, number 23, Dylan Morrow.
And Austin Kep will step in.
Some of these younger guys getting into the game. Molesky's a junior.
Yeah.
Morrow, he's not even on the...
he's not even on the list of names.
The list of names here that I got from the... I don't know if he's a sophomore or junior.
I think he's a sophomore. Pretty sure.
I know he's not a senior.
He's definitely not a senior. 0-1 the count to Austin Kep. The pitch on the way, he misses in the dirt. Runners will hold up. 1-1 the count to Kep. Someone in the Raider locker room might need to break a chair.
No, I don't think that's the case.
I mean, you bring in a breakable table, Buffalo Bill fan style.
No, I think they just need a good talking to.
Yeah.
Nothing can ever beat that. I mean, like Spitzak said, they were in this situation last year, and I know the seniors do not want the taste of that loss last year.
They were so close to winning that game. If you weren't able to watch that game, Spencer Malgren hit a line drive that was about 2 feet away from being a game-changing home run. It just sliced just foul.
Yeah, so obviously have a sour taste in their mouth from that, and they'll probably have another sour taste in their mouth from this one.
It'll be a full count with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Raiders are technically down to their last strike on the game, but of course have 7 more innings on the season, at least. As Kep digs in, Skustad comes set. Runners will take off, and he's going to step back to keep him honest. No one covering second for Molesky, but he will jog back easy. Skustad looking in to Kep. The Raiders center fielder comes set in his stance. The pitch on the way. Taken another walk to prolong this game.
Yeah, the Raiders, they can still make the comeback.
Tying run in the hole. As Seth Thompson will dig in for the Raiders. Raiders have not given up. As Raiders have definitely scored 6 runs multiple times in an inning this year.
Oh, yes.
They are a team that can explode. I mean, they scored 6 runs multiple times in the last game. Or something like that. They were close in the last game versus Stewartville. As the pitch on the way to Thompson. Grounded foul. Seth Thompson, the batter for the Raiders. Skustad on the mound. Thompson looking to keep the line moving for the Northfield Raiders. Home run does not help the Raiders right now. Skustad comes set.
I think the home run really helps the Raiders.
It'll be a chopper to the second base. He has to back up to field it. Throw on. Retires Thompson. The weird positioning